a day. What a week. I just canceled my son's birthday party, and I just actually stocked up on, a few weeks worth of food, and I'm planning on staying home with my son for a couple weeks. And a lot of people are texting me and messaging me and asking me, what is the manifestation woman doing during this virus outbreak? And so what I did was I devoted the last 2 nights to studying what every researcher, every scientist, every doctor that I know is saying about the best way that we as powerful manifestors can deal with this virus outbreak. So here in Aspen, we're a mountain town. It's a really small valley. I think there's 60 people here, or 60,000 people here. Sometimes it feels like only 60 people. And what we have encountered, because we're a ski town, is we're having a lot of cases of the coronavirus breakout, but we have really limited resources in terms of our hospitals and our emergency rooms. So I have decided to go on total lockdown with my son so that I am not a carrier of an infection that could hurt someone with a compromised immune system. My former husband has a form of leukemia. Thank you, Adam. I love it. It's so pretty. My former husband does have leukemia, so he has a compromised immune system. So just to keep my former husband more safe, I am not putting myself in the way of the coronavirus, to be compassionate and to be loving to him, because he is at a higher risk of getting that bad bronchitis. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to distill the 7 most important things that I've learned over the last couple days about the coronavirus, and what we as manifestors can do to stay in a state of equanimity and ease and relaxation and peace and live in the present moment without fear. So first, let's just cover a couple facts. We all know that this is basically 50% of the common cold is coronavirus, but this strain causes bad bronchitis. So people who already have some lung conditions are likely to get very sick. There's a 2-week incubation period on this, as opposed to the flu, which is really fast onset. So we're really, even though a lot of us are feeling fine right now, and a lot of us are not feeling any symptoms of the bronchitis or the cold or whatever it's going to manifest in people's bodies, it could take a couple weeks. So the next couple weeks are going to be a little scary. I would really, encourage elderly people. I would really encourage anyone in your life to just lock down, stay home. Your kids are not in school. I know the schools closed down here yesterday. So just be considerate to the fact that our medical professionals are going to get really overwhelmed. So if you're going in there as a 35, 36-year-old man or woman, or a 45, 46-year-old man or woman, because you have a cold and you're feeling anxiety, then you're taking the resources that people with compromised immune systems are going to need. So I would really, from my personal experience and just everything I've read and my compassionate heart, I'm going to stay home for the next couple weeks. I'm going to do a lot of hiking. I'm going to do a lot of painting with my son. We're going to make fairy castles. We're going to have a really beautiful time just enjoying each other's presence and not having a lot of social interaction. One of the things that we also know is one of the things that's, I think, most important is to be really sensitive right now to the healthcare system. They're going to be getting overwhelmed. So a lot of people want to take this, aggressive, assertive stance. Oh, this thing is not going to kill me. It might not kill you, but if you start to freak out and you're overwhelming our healthcare system, then they're not able to get to the people who actually are going to need their help. So it's best for all of us to try to steer clear of getting sick, and especially having to visit any hospitals or doctors right now while they're at capacity. In my small mountain town, they're already at capacity because we have very small hospitals compared in relation to the amount of people who are here. We got hit quickly because we're a small ski town and people are coming in from all over the world to ski. So unfortunately, the whole city of Aspen really is shut down right now. So let's talk about some of the things that we as manifestors can do to turn an obstacle into opportunity. That phrase, that alliteration, comes from Ryan Holiday's The Daily Stoic, or from his book. One of his books is The Daily Stoic. And so I'm going to be using that phrase a lot. How do we turn this obstacle into opportunity? So one of the things that we do know as manifestors is that fear increases cortisol. What we know is that fear compromises our immune system. And so staying in the present moment, not worried about future events, but just really taking very serious care of your own emotions right now is going to be powerful to you increasing your own immune system against this virus or any virus. And one of the worst viruses that we are going to encounter, not to minimize the coronavirus, but one of the scariest viruses that we're going to encounter the next month is going to be fear, is going to be stress, tension, anxiety. Some of the biggest stress is actually not going to be from the people that are infected, but one of the biggest problems is going to be for the business owners. You know, my partner called me today and said that everyone's canceling their memberships at this yoga studio because they're not going to practice for a month. You know, you are going to put the people that you love out of business if you respond in fear and scarcity. So what I want you to do is right now, if you're considering canceling your gym membership, canceling any other memberships to local small businesses, just don't be an asshole. If you have the money, just keep paying, even though you're not going to be there for a month, because you're going to put that business out, okay? So let's use compassion. Let's use our wits here, and let's not destroy all of our friends' businesses around us. I feel real passionately about that. I'll talk about that in another minute. You know, all of your emotions have weight. Anger, shame, jealousy, these are all increasing cortisol, lowering your immune system and increasing your blood pressure. So it's really important that every 15 minutes or so you take a deep breath in, maybe 4 counts in, and maybe 8 counts out. Make your exhale longer than your inhale. And this is going to help stimulate and regulate your central nervous system. So it's really important that if you feel a moment of tension or fear or stress or anxiety, that you remember, always use some regulation. One of the best things to do is to take a 4-7-8 breath. Inhale 4, hold 7, and exhale 8. I do this, at least 30, 40, 50 times a day. Americans right now are really suffering from fear because we're used to taking pills for everything. In fact, Americans are only 4.5% of the world's population, and at this time we're consuming 50% of the world's drugs. So right now there is not a drug for this. You're going to have to rely on holistic measures to stay safe, to stay healthy. So one of the best things you can do holistically is to regulate your central nervous system, to regulate your own to regulate your own emotions. And the best way to do that is deep breathing, meditation. Affirmations are really going to ignite your heart. Your heart is responsible for 5,000 times more the electromagnetic field of your brain. So make sure that you're really feeling those good, juicy, amazing feelings. I've posted tons of meditations and affirmations with breathing exercises in the Manifesting Secrets private group that you can go into the videos or the files if you're on your phone and go grab those if you need a moment of calm and of peace. So moving on. Let's talk about some obvious things. One really important thing I want to talk to you about is don't play victim right now. Playing victim is really taking away your personal power. I want to encourage all of you as manifestors right now. Don't blame situations. Don't blame people. Don't point fingers. Don't name call. Those are really low vibration things that are going to cause you to be more susceptible to illness and disease, not just this month, but in the future, of your life. So really use this time as an exercise, as a moment to learn some of the regulation that you're going to need to survive and thrive throughout every bad thing that happens in your life, because this coronavirus thing, this is just one of 1,000 tough trials that you're going to face in your lifetime. So let this be the time that you force yourself to really get into your subconscious, find those programs that are causing you stress, tension, anxiety, and fear, and start to rewrite those and learn how to use some regulation tools. I'll talk more about regulation tools right now. So one of the things that my friend Annie Lala, who is a contributor to the Manifesting Secrets program, her and her husband Eben last night did an hour-long live video. And they like to do a little check-in. Where's your stress level right now? Is it at a 1? Is it a 2? Is it at a 10? Do regular check-ins of your stress levels. And if you see it creeping up to a 5 or above, you need to figure out how to self-soothe. A lot of people are self-soothing with alcohol or drugs or God forbid, caffeine, which is only going to increase your anxiety. So one of the things I really recommend right now is to do check-ins with yourself and face your fears. What do you feel? I feel anxiety that my son is out of school. I feel, what do you feel? I don't feel anxiety that my son is out of school because I sell online education. So I'm actually really well positioned right now. Regulation is something you either inherited or didn't inherit. Either you had parents who were very regulated or you had parents who were very volatile. And so this might be an opportunity. Remember, the theme today is obstacle to opportunity. The opportunity here might be for you to learn some regulation tools. And one of the best things that you can do is to be honest with your feelings. Recognize the fear around you and then say, you know what, I don't own that fear. That's someone else's fear. I don't receive that fear. I don't embed that fear into my codes. I choose to live in presence, preparedness, and peace, no matter what's happening around me. You're not going to make great decisions, short-term or long-term, when you're acting out of fear. So I really encourage you, if you're thinking about taking all your money out of the stock market or something like that today, first of all, it's too late. Second of all, don't make long-term decisions based out of an unregulated state. The next thing I would like to talk about is, if you find yourself resorting to drugs, alcohol, marijuana, or pornography, or another thing to self-soothe, this is the heart of manifestation. You have old programs that are designed to keep you safe or to help you self-soothe. And so one of the problems that a lot of people have is that they're going to resort to old patterns, old habits, old belief systems, old negative thoughts, old scarcity, all limiting beliefs. And so what I really want to encourage you is to make this trial a time for you to become a more powerful manifester. Recognize and see the old programs. If you're already a member of the Manifesting Secrets program, what you have in front of you are 30 worksheets to help you face 30 worksheets that are going to help you face the feelings that you have, be honest with them, and then rewrite some of the negative or toxic programs that could be going through your head. The regulation techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, yoga nidra, affirmations, some of the touching and tapping, some of the stroking that I teach in the manifestation program. So stroking opposite arms very slowly, maybe while doing affirmations, but crossing the midline and stroking your arms is going to engage your left and right hemispheres of your brain. It's going to make you feel safe. It's going to help you calm down. One of my favorite regulation tools is to do some deep breathing, like the 4-7-8 breath. Inhale 4, hold 7, and breathe out 8. And make a little butterfly and put it over your sternum, put it over your heart, and tap. Tap your chest. This is in the Manifesting Secrets program in Module 30 for everyone who wants the full lesson on it. And just tap and really feel the safety and peace. This is a phenomenal tool to help you feel safety and peace and to help you regulate your nervous system. You're going to experience a lot of mind screws right now. mind frumps. I'm trying not to swear because I know a lot of people are going to want to share this video, but you're going to be experiencing, a lot of mind frumps right now. And that's because your cognitive mind is going to try to take over. And what I really want you guys to do is let your body take over and really get in your body and regulate your body and have your body feel more calm. One of the things that Annie Lala said last night on her live video is that, you want to do make busy projects with your mind and your body. You want to engage all 5 senses to take you out of fear and into the present moment. One of the best things that you can do to get into the present moment is to do some movement practices. In your Manifesting Secrets program, you have a series of live videos. Ashley, hi, my love. I just got your text message and I saw it while I was talking, and I love you too, and you inspire me too. So one of the things that you're going to find in your Manifesting Secrets program, I want you to go to module 25, and I want you to go into module 29 to have some chakra clearing practices. I'll try to find them and post them on this page for free for everyone who hasn't gotten into the program yet. And then the other thing I want you to consider doing, y'all, is doing a neuroplastic movement practice every day that's going to help regulate and put your left and right hemispheres of your brain back online, because a lot of people are getting into these mind frumps, and they're getting into panic loops. And when you engage your 5 senses, when you engage your body, you're getting back into the present moment. And in the present moment, there is no fear. Take a deep breath with me on that. In the present moment, there is no fear, okay? So engage your 5 senses. If you're already in the Manifesting Secrets program, please, please, please watch your left, right hemisphere brain gym practices, your chakra movement practices. Listen to your yoga nidras, your meditations, and your affirmations, okay? And if you're not in the program, I'll get you access after this video if you just direct message me. The next thing I want to talk about is another regulation practices to help you get into your senses and to help put you into a state of no more fear, no more stress. And I learned this from my partner, Belle, and this is called alternate nostril breathing. It is going to help you with regulation. It's going to help you get back into the present moment. It's going to help you get it back into a state of neuroplasticity where you can rewrite the toxic fear programs, and it's called alternate nostril breathing, or 𝘠𝐵𝑚. What I want you to do with this practice, this is, I think, the 5th practice we're on right now. What I'm going to have you do with this is breathe in one side of your nose, and then hold, and then breathe out the other side of your nose. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. One of the things I like to do while I'm doing my alternate nostril breathing, and I like to do it before bed for 5 minutes, but I think right now with everything going on, we should all be doing it 20 times a day. But one of the things I like to do while I'm doing my alternate nostril breathing is I like to stroke my fingertips, which is also going to help put you back in your present moment and out of that state of fear, stress, tension, and anxiety. This really, what I want to express to y'all is this is an opportunity for you to rise. And this is also an opportunity. This is a moment that's going to be marked in your brain, just like 9/11. And so I really want you every single day, while your brain is in this, oh my God, everything is new, everything is different. This is an opportunity for neuroplasticity. So what I want you to do is to really pay attention to saying affirmations every single day. In this group, I have posted at least 20 posters of affirmations. I don't need to post any more content. Everything you need is right here in front of you, absolutely 100% free. But if you want to go through the actual Manifesting Secrets program while you're sitting at home and you have a lot of time, I think you'd be crazy not to, because you've got time right now to become a powerful manifester. So just do it. Grab the program, go through the exercises, turn the obstacle into opportunity. One of the things that we are going to do right now is we as conscious manifestors are going to rise as leaders. And I know Maria actually just posted something about this, but a lot of us, especially those of us who are empathic, we're feeling a lot of the thoughts, emotions that are around us. And it's going to be really our duty as empaths to actually retreat home and not to feel all of the emotions around us, because they can really affect us. If you are or if you are at a level where you're vibrating in a state of not worrying at all about things, then one of the things I encourage you to do is just to be very, very active on social media right now with positive messages to help elevate the world around you. You are a leader right now, and we need you. I need you. My son needs you to share the love and the light right now on social media while a lot of us are staying home and locking down. So please be a leader. Please spread positive messages. Please share this video. If you need me to get you a copy to share on your social media page, I'll be happy to. But make sure that you rise up in the way that you are feeling called to rise up right now. Even if you're staying home and not having social engagement face to face, and it's hard for me because I'm a hugger and a kisser and I'm Italian, please share the love and light on social media, because you and I are leaders in this very important time in our history. One of the things regarding fear, the last thing I'm going to say fear, and then in a moment I'm going to jump into health things you can do to boost your immune system, because I used to be in health coaching and weight loss. So I'm really lucky to have learned a lot about health and fitness. So one of the things that if you're feeling fear, I want you to do this, and this comes from Access Consciousness, if anyone's familiar with that. I want you to take a deep breath and ask yourself this question: who does this fear belong to? Is this fear mine, or is it fear that I'm aware of? Is this fear that I'm feeling, or is it fear that I'm empathizing with in others? What am I perceiving? What am I hearing? Ask yourself questions, and then allow yourself to burn off thoughts, burn off energy, burn off emotions. Don't head straight into meditation when you're feeling anxiety. Burn through and contemplate some of the things that you're feeling, and then decide to surrender the fear and return back to the present moment. And at that time that you've burned off some of your honest, raw, vulnerable emotions, then I want you to go into your meditation practice. So now we know that fear is very destructive to our bodies. Let's talk about ways that we can actually make our bodies stronger right now. One of the things is obviously a plant-based diet. Try to stick to a really high vibration, clean longevity sort of diet. Minimizing animal products is really important for longevity. I do still eat goat cheese, but I'm mostly plant-based, mostly vegan. And avoid GMOs, avoid hydrogenated oils, avoid refined sugar. I'm getting rid of the cookie dough that's in my freezer right now. And processed foods and pesticides. I saw a lot of people loading up on corn chips. I loaded up on protein powder and bananas so that my son and I can make nutritious shakes, hemp hearts, chia seeds. I loaded up on aloe. I loaded up on kale and spinach because I want vitamin A. Try to get zinc, elderberry, vitamins A, C, D in your diet to boost your immune system as well. One thing that not a lot of people realize is that when you touch your eyes and your nose, it's worse than touching your mouth. So be really, really conscious just not to touch your face. What I want you to do right now with your neuroplastic and manifestation powers is I want you to manifest the ability to not touch your face during this time. Start to subconsciously rewire any inclination to touch your face. Maybe you're a nail biter. I'm clearly not. I have very nice long nails, but maybe you're a nail biter. Maybe you're a nose picker. Maybe you fuss with your contacts, or I wear a lot of mascara, and so sometimes I play with my eyes. Try not to touch your face right now, because you're effectively, when touching your eyes and your nose, you're effectively putting the germs directly into your body. If you go to a public restroom, I want you, if you're washing your hands, that's great. But if people are using the air dryers, that effectively puts the germs and the bacteria in the air directly into your lungs. So I want you to stay away from air dryers or hand dryers if you can, and just dry on a clean towel if you can, or air dry even, I suppose, but just stay away from air dryers in public places. You're gonna develop some subconscious patterns right now that are like germophobic, and there's a fine line between doing reasonable things like not touching your eyes and your nose and your mouth and your face and becoming scared. What we're going to do is we're going to create subconscious patterns to keep us safe without putting us into fear. So just create those patterns where you feel safe, where you know, I don't touch my face. Obviously, never touch doors or handrails or escalators or stairs or anything else. If you're able to carry your own paper towels to dry hands, then that's ideal. But just really, my son and I keep some wet wipes from when he used to wear diapers. We're keeping wet wipes on us, and we're using that to touch door handles, although we're not going to be leaving the house for a couple weeks now. And if you can't immediately wash your hands, it's good to use hand sanitizer. One of the things that I've done is I've added a little rubbing alcohol to my wet wipes so that they're better to fight the germs, because there's no more Lysol anywhere. And one of the other things that I want to talk to you about is called the Tao healing tenet. It's called the first principle of energy. This is something that helps us fight bronchitis and fight colds, and it's called the water up, fire down method. When you sip water every 15 minutes, effectively what this does is it helps modulate your stress response, it encourages good digestion, and it strengthens your immune system. Some doctors right now are saying that if you sip water, and Lisa, I think you might be able to tell us more about this if you want to leave a comment, but yes, if you drink water every 15 minutes, that is theoretically going to take any germs or bacteria or virus that gets into your mouth and put it straight into your gut where it dies. I'm not a doctor and I'm not a scientist. I actually heard this last night from a doctor, and it's actually from Eastern medicine. It's called the Tao healing tenet, or the first principle of energy. So if you have the opportunity to sip water every 15 minutes, that will apparently greatly decrease your vulnerability to contracting infection. So 15 minutes, sip some water every 15 minutes. Right now I'm sipping coffee, but I'm also not leaving the house right now, so I hope I'm good. I'm going to take a little sip right now. And the next thing that I'm almost wrapping up here, but I have something very important to tell you. Right now, one of the best opportunities, remember the theory of this video is turning obstacle into opportunity. Right now, a lot of us are staying at home, especially us parents. Our children don't have school. We're not going to be working for a couple weeks, et cetera, et cetera. What can you do that you've been putting off? What can you do to leverage the time that you have on your hands? One of the number one things I want everyone to do is to finally get your hot little hands on the Manifesting Secrets program and take the 90-day Manifesting Secrets course, because you didn't have time earlier, but you have time now. I want you to grab paint. I want you to grab books that are on your shelf that you haven't read. Lisa said, yes, I believe in the power of water as a healing modality. I kind of thought you did, my love. But I really just respect your opinions, so I wanted you to weigh in because I'm not a doctor and I'm really careful about what I say. So take the time that you're stuck at home, and don't call it being stuck. Call this a celebration at home. My hashtag this month is Super Spring Break. This is Super Spring Break. My son and I are not leaving the house for 2 weeks. We're going to paint. We're going to read. We're going to do art. We're going to play with Legos. We're going to play with Play-Doh that no one else has touched. We're going to have the opportunity to really just be present with one another and live in a little bit of a bubble right now. And I am so grateful to be in that bubble, and I am so grateful not to spread any infection or disease to people who might have more compromised immune systems than me, because I'm very healthy. One of the things that I always say in my business coaching, and I know Lisa has heard this, and I know Summer has heard this, I know Belle has heard this, Maria has heard this, a lot of people on this call have heard me say, time is our only unrecoverable resource. And right now we have been blessed with an influx, with a wave, with an ocean of time on our hands that we can spend in a mindful, beautiful, amazing way to better ourselves in personal development, ideally with the Manifesting Secrets course, but also with our family. And Summer is saying, yes, Super Spring Break. This is Super Spring Break, baby. Right now, you're being forced to center, to ground, to not be busy. And this is actually scary. So I want you to have compassion for yourself and others. Some people are not comfortable being alone. They have to go to work. They have to go to Starbucks. They have to go drink after work. They have to socialize in order to feel like they're enough. Right now, you're going to be at home and you're going to be challenged to feel like enough all by yourself. And so this is actually going to be hard for some people. So I have a lot of compassion for those of you who are not used to grounding. Make this an opportunity to learn how to ground, to learn how to be present. Right now, there's a lot of financial stress going on. And so one of the things I mentioned at the beginning of this video is support your local small businesses if you can. Stop canceling your fitness memberships. That's an asshole thing to do. Unless you're actually broke right now, and a lot of people are suffering. But a lot of businesses, your friends are going to go out of business because they're not going to have income when you cancel your memberships. So be really considerate to local small businesses. So yeah, this is really, y'all, a moment that you can step into the highest version of yourself, become a leader, and evolve. One of the ways that you're going to evolve is going through your Manifesting Secrets program. And then the other way that you're going to evolve is by being courageous to say, I choose to create what I want right now from the coronavirus. Your thoughts create your reality. And so the final thing I want to talk about is a nighttime routine. And I intentionally left this till the end. Your nighttime routine is the time when your brain is at the lowest, where you're in a slower brainwave state. And I want you to make sure that before bed, you're filling your subconscious with positive thoughts, positive programs, positive affirmations. I want you every night for the next month or two in your Manifesting Secrets course to follow along with the affirmations, meditations, and yoga nidras that I have for you in your members area. If not, I want you to do some deep breathing. And right before you go to bed, I'm going to encourage you to program your subconscious mind with positive thoughts, with present moment thoughts. I have nothing to fear. I am in the present moment. My body is strong. My body is a healing machine. My body has everything it needs to heal itself. Repeat affirmations right before you go to bed, ideally with the affirmations, yoga nidras, and meditations that are in your members area. But what I want to really say is every single one of you is a leader right now. You are a leader. You have a following. You have people listen to you. Get on social media and be the love and the light. I hope this video has helped calm your nerves, and I hope even though I'm talking, that my smile is bringing you some love, some light, some sunshine, some presence, because right now the worst thing that you can do is to have fear. Stay in the present moment. You can be prepared and you can go on lockdown like I've chosen to do out of compassion to the world around me. But even if you're on lockdown, I want you to reframe it as super spring break with me, okay? So I love you. I hope this video blesses you. And please ask any questions that you have. And remember, the wise woman that you are, or the wise man that you are, every single one of you is a wise leader. So step up right now and be in the present moment. Reject the fear, reject the negative emotions, and remember that no one is better off by living in a state of stress, tension, or anxiety. If you need more help getting out of stress, tension, and anxiety, just go to the videos, just go to the files in the Manifesting Secrets place. I've left you affirmations, meditations, yoga nidras. Everything you need is right there, free of charge. So use it. I love you, okay? We've got this. I'm here for you. I'm not going to go in isolation from social media. I'm going to hit social media like a mother, and I'm going to make sure that I am bringing that love, that light, that positivity to all of you, and I hope that you will do that for your friends and followers as well. Remember, you're a leader right now. We are raising the vibration and the consciousness of the world together, so join me right now in helping everyone around you to become more aware, more conscious, and more present. I hope this video has blessed you. I hope some of the regulation techniques bless you. And I hope you're taking advantage of the resources that I've left for you here in the members area. I love you guys. We've got this, okay? It's going to be weird, but this is a moment in history that will help you rewire subconscious programs and become a more powerful manifester more than anything in the world. This is like a 9/11 type thing, okay? You're never going to forget this. Your brain will never forget this. So in this moment in time, I want you to start reprogramming your mind, because you are in a neuroplastic state like you haven't been in probably since 2007, 2008 when we had a crash, or even 2001 when we had 9/11. This is a neuroplastic gold mine for you. I love you. You can do this.